Hello, everyone, or should I say tere? I am Ian. I'm joining you today from Seoul, South Korea for what I hope is the most interesting global distributed language class that you ever attend. I'm a e-resident of Estonia, have been for, I guess, about 6 years now. I'm one of the co-founders of EERICA, the Estonian E-Residents International Chamber Association. We're a group of active e-residents, mostly with a business focus, but today we're trying to do something a little bit different, and we're going to be putting on an Estonian lesson. Many of you already know Estonia, have your own companies through e-residency, but you don't know a whole lot about the culture, and today we're going to try and change that. I've been to Estonia about a dozen times myself. I've kind of lost count, and highly recommend taking a trip there if you can. And today we're joined by a couple of awesome guests who are going to help support this event. First, e-residency is probably not unfamiliar to most of you, and today we're really privileged to have the community manager, Melissa. So maybe you could introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about what you do at e-residency.
Hi, everyone. So as Ian said, I'm Melissa, and I'm community manager at e-Residency. That means that this event, like other cultural events, is right up my alley. It's exactly what I'm here to do for the community. So any e-residents that are interested in the country, the culture, I'm here to help you learn more about it, as well as organize community events and anything else really community related that you can think of. So I'm here in Estonia. I am Estonian myself, well, actually bilingual, but I really, really hope that you have a great lesson. Estonian is a hard language, but don't be put off. It's also a cool language. I don't know if you all know, but actually the Elvish in Lord of the Rings was inspired by Estonian. So next we have Maria Lee from the Estonian Institute say a few words about the Estonian Language Week and the Institute itself.
Yes, thank you. I'm from Estonian Institute, so maybe you haven't heard of us. Estonian Institute basically aims to introduce Estonian culture abroad. And we also publish Estonian literary magazine about Estonian literature and translations twice a year, and other publications. And we're involved in different projects. Estonian Institute has branches also in Hungary, Finland, and now in Sweden. And we're also always ready to collaborate if you have any ideas or you have any interests about how to, I don't know, get acquainted with Estonian culture. So you're always welcome to contact us. But this week we have organized the Worldwide Estonian Language Week. It's for the third year already. And this time the topic is games. The main purpose of it is to introduce Estonian language in the world and encourage learning Estonian, because there are many schools and universities all over the world where Estonian language is taught. And many Estonian people have emigrated abroad and want their children to learn Estonian. So the aim of the Language Week is to organize language resources and make Estonian more accessible, because it might seem really, really difficult at first, and bring together Estonian language fanatics from wherever by playing games together online or on site at sometimes. So I will add, I think in the chat, the links to the program and challenges and how to get involved. But briefly, first of all, the Language Week includes Estonian language web games, and you will hear about this soon shortly from Riina Rasto, who is the expert of this field. We also invite language learners who have some skills already, or maybe not, maybe they are just starting out, to act out short plays in Estonian, film them, and share on social media with the hashtag KeelEST 2021. And the program also includes many language cafes, both virtual and on-site. And we have some very specific, quite exciting events. For example, one of the most renowned Estonian poetesses, Doris Kareva, is performing in Brussels this week and in Luxembourg. And in Estonia, in Tallinn, Integration Foundation organizes a theater tour for language learners. But as I said, I will add the links, and I hope you got the general idea what the Language Week is. And you're very welcome to join us. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much for supporting this. I know you guys haven't done quite as much outside Estonia for the Language Week in the past, and we're really excited to be part of this and to have your support. And before I introduce our last guest, and most important, I would add, who will be the instructor for today's lesson, I wanted to give a quick bit of what we're going to do next. So Rina has put together a lesson, and we would encourage you to, even though this isn't like screens on with 30 people or whatever, please actively use the chat system and the Q&A in Airmeet. If you have a question, you can either post it in the Q&A, raise your hand, talk in the chat, and we will do our best, Melissa and I, to kind of watch that and bring any questions to Rina's attention. And there will be some prizes, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be giving away some Estonian language learning subscriptions for a year with Speakly. So please participate and enjoy the lesson. Rina, would you like to give a quick introduction for yourself as well, and then jump right into it?
Yeah, well, hi, I'm Rina, and I'm the founder of Tahela, which is my small like a language school, but also like we offer different Estonian language related services. And we focus on doing games as well. So basically that's the, well, actually we teach Estonian, but at the same time we teach Estonian through games so that it would be fun. And I actually wanted to, like, yeah, because you two of you, Melissa and Maria, said that Estonian language is difficult, but for me it's like important to show that it's actually not difficult at all. I think it has its logic and it's really learnable language. So I hope you feel motivated to continue with this.
Also, I'll just add that feel free to use the raise hand function on the side. So if Rina has a question, put your hand up and we will call out at you like in a real classroom and you can answer a question. And the most enthusiastic, as Ian said, will get some prizes.
Yeah. So yeah, I will share my screen, and then I will be asking some questions from you. So you can actually just answer to these questions using the chat as well. So let me share my screen. Okay, can you see that?
Awesome.
I think I'll try to make it bigger. Yep, like this. Well, my first question would be, my first question is already this question, that what does it mean? Does anybody know what the meaning of this? We've
got a raised hand from Martin. I'm going to hand him the mic.
Yes, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eesti keel means Estonian language.
Exactly.
Well done.
Ma ei räägi eesti keelt.
Räägid eesti keelt. Natuke.
Awesome. Thanks, Martin.
Yeah, so exactly. So Eesti is actually the country name as well in Estonian, and then keel is just the language. So that's how we say the languages with the country name. And then here we have some basic expressions. Well, you can also see maybe you already know these expressions, but also if you look at the picture, then maybe you can also guess maybe what does it mean. So the first one, tere hommikust. What does this mean? Anybody know? Or what's your guess?
Tere hommikust.
Close. Good breakfast. I like the way you think. Always mind on food. Okay, we've got a raised hand from. Let's go to Recep here.
Hello there.
Hey.
I'm Recep from Süleymaniye, Iraq. Tere hommikust is a good morning.
Yeah, just exactly. So yeah, tere hommikust is good morning. And then the next one, tere päevast. What could this be?
I love that someone said good breakfast.
Ooh.
It's
Yes.
almost.
Yeah, well, tere päevast. Yeah, anyone?
You
well, we've got
are
a couple
correct.
guesses for afternoon.
Exactly. So it literally means like good day. Yeah, but like basically meaning good afternoon. Yeah, because päev is a day. So yeah. And then we have tere. I guess this you already. I guess this one is familiar to people. Well, that's then just hello. That's just the normal way of saying hello, and it's the most common one. And what about the last one? Tere õhtust.
Hey, Sergei's got it. Good evening.
Yeah. So you can see it's 9 p.m. here. Well, p.m. is not seen, but okay. There's some news, and then he's saying tere õhtust. But out of these 4 expressions, then what I recommend you to use, or if you don't want to learn them all, then just learn tere, because that's actually the one that is used all the time. And tere päevast, this one here. And tere õhtust is maybe more official, or like in the news or something like that. And then yes, tere hommikust, or you can also skip the tere and you could just say hommikust. This is used as well in the morning then when you wake up. Okay, so let's move on. And what do we have here then? Maybe somebody wants to read them for me. Is there any volunteer?
Raise your hand and we'll invite you to the stage.
No one? Come on, give it a try.
No one? Or
Right, if no one will try, then Ian has to say them.
Yeah. Okay, so head aega, nägemist, head õhtut, and head ööd.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, yes, so when you read in Estonian, it's actually, you read the letters the way you see them. So this is not like the complicated part about Estonian. It's not like, you just read the way you see. We have some letters which are a little bit different with the dots and waves and stuff on it, but we will see them a little bit later today as well. But now coming back to the meaning then what means head aega and nägemist, maybe both of them. Does anybody? You can write in the chat as well, and I'll just hear what you do.
Reminding that enthusiastic
Goodbye.
people will get
Exactly. So they both mean goodbye. Well, actually, literally, if you give the literal translation, then head aega means like have a nice time, and nägemist means see you. But basically, in the language, they're just used the same way. So you can actually choose the one you like more, and then just use this one as well. You can just learn one as well. And yeah. And then head õhtut is then have a nice evening. And this again is rather like it's more rare than head aega or nägemist. Like these 2 upper ones here are the very frequent ones. And then we have head ööd. What do you think this means? Head ööd.
Also, if anyone wants to try pronouncing give it a go. Even if you don't want to do it here for us, try it at home.
Well, we've got a couple of people that appear to have guessed it. Good night.
Yeah, exactly. It's good night. Yeah, so ö is a funny word. Without the D here, it means a night. So it's just ö, and that's it. So yeah, you can try to pronounce that. Yes, so head ööd is good night. So again, out of these three ones, the two first ones are used frequently, and the hea tööd as well. Of course, when you go to sleep, then you would say hea tööd. So now we have. Can you still hear me, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's just kind of something went really silent, so I wasn't sure. So there is a first video that we can watch. And we will watch it the first time without the subtitles. So just try to understand what are they saying in this video. It's not too complicated, so it's... let me put it from the beginning.
Tere hommikust! Hommikust, kullake!
So, what were they saying? Or at least a part of it. Did anybody understand?
Please raise your hand if you like. Hey, Mohammed, you're very perceptive. This was on KeelEST.
Yeah, well, that's KeelEST, yeah. So you might be familiar with this website. Of course, we don't have too many things, so that's...
Okay, so
yeah.
Oh, some very interesting guesses in the chat. Well, everyone's remembered the good morning part. I'm going to allow Chris to come to the stage here.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me. So, is she saying good morning, and then the lady's saying, is it morning or something like that?
Yeah, she does repeat morning once more.
Yeah, and it seemed like it was like a question, so she was surprised because maybe it was a bit too early or too late. It was just a total guess.
Yeah. Well, let's watch it again once again with the subtitles now, and let's see.
Tere hommikust!
So yeah, that's then good morning. Yeah, tere hommikust.
Hommikust, kullake!
So she just dropped the tere and she said like hommikust, which you can do as well. It's just like morning.
All right.
Kind of, you can say instead of tere hommikust, just hommikust, like the same thing. And kullake is like a sweetheart or darling.
Okay. Could I ask a question about? I wanted to ask before, but my mic wasn't working, and I got it fixed. It was about the tere. I noticed that the picture with the cat and the mouse, and tere is used as hi, but in all the other contexts is used as good. So what's the literal translation of it?
No, tere is like hi, but like basically it just well, there is no literal translation. It comes from tervis actually, which is like health. So these hello words are all, I can actually maybe go back here. So this hello, like it like comes with this, that you just like kind of you kind of like wish the health to the people.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So it's kind of so it comes from there, but it's of course very far from that, and we don't really think about it when we say tere. But yeah.
So but tere is used formally, informally. You can say it, to your teacher, to your colleague, anyone really. Tere is hello.
Exactly. That's super. Like, it's such a good word. You don't need to think. You can just use it always. So yeah.
All right, and then the word that follows it specifies the time of day. So like tere hommikust is like hello, but hello for like the morning and so on.
Yeah, it's actually also kind of like I wish you a good morning, because it's actually the in the old third form of which is like the case, like for the when it's like an object there actually, like historically, and so it's kind of I wish you a morning.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for the explanation.
And here it's actually when we say goodbye, then it's the same thing that we use it with head. So it's also like have a nice time, have a nice evening. So like have is not there, but it's kind of like implicitly just there.
Mm-hmm. Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, and then we can watch another video, which is here. So again, the same task for you. Then what are they saying?
Head aega. Head aega.
Okay, so what was that?
Hey, looks like so we've got see you soon and goodbye.
Kind of, yeah. Well, basically, yeah. We can watch it once again with the subtitles quickly.
Head aega. Head aega.
So they actually say, they both just say head aega. But basically it means, yeah, see you soon and goodbye, the same thing. So kind of like bye.
Literal translation is good time. Like have a good time, or like, but not implying like good time, but like, yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, it's kind of like have a good time because it's in, yeah, it's like in the third form of the word. So it's kind of like implicitly there is there, I wish you a good time as well. But of course, again, it's just implicitly there, but yeah. Okay, siis let's move on. And we have next pictures here. So what could this be here? If you look at the picture, then what could the guy say? Vabandust, yeah. So vabandust.
Okay, so we've got. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody wants to answer or?
So there's a lot of chat messages coming in. It looks like the overwhelming majority are saying careful. We've got one saying excuse me, and a couple saying sorry.
Yeah, well, it's sorry or excuse me, vabandust. And that's again like a really good word to use because you can just tell it to anyone. It's just like equally normal, just vabandust, sorry. And then what about the woman? What is the woman saying? Appi. Well.
Whoops, whoa, help.
Exactly, it's help. So hopefully you don't need to use this word, but in case you need help in Tallinn, then you can scream that out, appi. Then that's help. And the cat is just confused. Yeah.
I didn't even notice the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, and here we have some more expressions. So we have, well, we can start with palju õnne. Does anybody know what this is? Palju õnne. Anybody heard this expression?
So there's a guess, nice to meet you. Yeah. Not quite.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mohammed, congrats.
Uh-huh. So what's the answer? Oh, congrats. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Are you asking me what the answer is? Or?
No.
I'm just reading the chat. I'm pretty sure it's congratulations, though.
Ian, this is your personal Estonian lesson.
No, I actually thought that you said congrats because like he got it right, and then I was like curious, like what did you say then? But then I was like, oh, of course that was the. I mean,
sorry.
So, well, palju õnne is like it literally means a lot of happiness. So palju is a lot, and õnne is happiness. But it is used for many things. It is used for congratulations. It's also used for like happy birthday, basically, as well, you could say. So yeah, and also just congratulations or for the birthday. And then we have aitäh. What's this here? Aitäh.
One word that you should probably all know. Tere and aitäh. Probably the most common words.
Thanks.
Yeah,
so aitäh is thank you. And so tänan is also thank you. So she's also saying thank you. But tänan is much more less common basically than aitäh. So it's just it's enough if you learn aitäh. But that's the one which is used much more. And then we have palun. Oh, what is this? What do you think this could be? Then,
while we're waiting for answers to that to come in, we have Chris wondering if it is more formal. I'm assuming he's referring to tänan.
Not really. I wouldn't say that tänan is more formal. I mean, if one of them is more formal, then it would be tänan, but I doubt about it. I think it's just less used. Tänan, aitäh. No, aitäh is the same. Yeah. You can use aitäh to everybody as well. It's not somehow less formal.
Cool. So we've got two guesses for you're welcome for palun.
Yes, so it's you're welcome, or it's also please. So it has two meanings: please or you're welcome. Okay, and then we have again two videos here. Let's see this one.
Oi, palun vabandust.
Pole midagi.
So what did you hear that they were saying?
Would be great if someone would raise their hand and come to the stage. Hint, hint.
We can also watch it with the subtitles, and then you can also see it written.
Oi, palun vabandust.
So we have some guesses. Could you let me pass?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was asking if I could let him. Sorry.
It's confusing, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, raised hand.
Yeah, let's have Chris back here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got sorry for a couple of guesses here.
Yeah, I was going to go with that as well. Hi. I was going to say that oi is an expression of oh dear, like that. Like
yes.
Oi. And palun vabandust is I'm sorry.
So it's basically I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, and oi is kind of when something happens, you can say oi. Mm-hmm. And palun literally is of course please, but we also use it together with vabandust, and then it just means sorry. But you can drop that and you can just say vabandust, and that's the same thing.
Does it add more emphasis when you say palun vabandust? If you add the palun?
Palun vabandust.
If you want to add more emphasis to being sorry, or
yeah, it's a little bit kind of it's a bit longer. Yeah, maybe it's a bit more oh palun vabandust.
It's kind of oh sorry, I'm so sorry, kind of.
Difference. Kind of you add a little bit more, yeah, and maybe this maybe is a little bit more formal as well, oh palun vabandust. It's even nicer to say than vabandust, even though vabandust is completely fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have
Pole midagi.
So pole midagi is new, but it's a new word for you, or maybe somebody knows. Pole midagi.
Shall I let someone else maybe have a go?
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
you
sure.
Can
or up to you, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. If there is anyone else with their hand up, then please.
No one else has raised their hand, but someone has guessed it in the chat.
So Mohammed guessed
So you got a
it's
couple of
nothing.
chances at it.
I'm not going to look. I'm going to avert my eyes.
Awesome.
From the context, I imagine that he's being super polite and saying something like "no worries" or like "don't worry about it." Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's like that's literally it means this is nothing. But yeah, basically that's okay. Don't worry about it. Pole midagi.
Cool.
That's it. And then, okay, and then we have another video as well. So here is the same question for you. What are they saying? And well, we have theater, which you can guess it's a theater. So they're going to see Hamlet in, or maybe Romeo and Julia.
Palun. Aitäh.
Okay, so what did they say here? Again, I can put the subtitles just once more.
Palun.
So palun again, then please. Oops.
We have a guess for please, and also someone said to be or not to be.
That would be olla või mitte olla, but yeah, no, palun is please, yeah, like, or there you go, and then she says aitäh, so thank you again. Actually, yes. This guy there on the stage, he said that olla või mitte olla, to be or not to be. I don't know who guessed that, or was it really? But this guy is saying
big props to you, Bennett.
Olla või mitte olla. That's a very good one. Okay, so and then let's see. So do you know the numbers? Does anybody wants to write in the chat the numbers before we see them?
Sorry, what was
the numbers? I have numbers here. The next, but like maybe you know them already. So I was just asking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Numbers, like 1, 2, 3.
So can you count in Estonian?
Yeah.
Does anyone want to try to count?
Yeah. Either in the chat or online. Okay, so
Martin seems like he could want to. Very enthusiastic. Mohammed.
Mohammed, we'd love to have you on the stage if you have a working microphone. I think Mohammed.
Yeah, do you want to put your hand up and try to? Good job there.
Martin with honorable mention for a very close attempt on spelling for 2, but we won't judge on spelling here.
Oh yeah, no.
Just a few dots missing, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can show them.
Okay, well, looks like Mohammed's got all the way to 10 for us.
Okay. Well, here they are as well. So we can read them. I mean, I can read them, and then you can repeat after me, being home, and you're on the other side. So 0 on 0, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the numbers. You can, I don't know if you're reading them, or maybe there is somebody who wants to read them.
Raise your hand if you'd like to give it a try.
Ian, can you say 12 months?
12 months? Well, 12 is 12. Fuck, I forget what month is.
Yeah.
Good. Now put that together.
Cockstacecool. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but let me have a look what's here. Actually, I have a game for you now. So I don't have a video, but this time is this is a game, but now I'm thinking, how can I send it to the chat so that everybody could play it?
Really quick before you get into this, Ibrahim has asked a very interesting question. What does hexa mean? And I have wondered this myself, why kahexa and ühexa are so similar.
So it's a really good question. It's because it has to do with the same first two numbers, üks and kaks. So üheksa is like 1 less than 10, and kaheksa, like ka, is 2 less than 10. So it comes from...
That explains it.
Yeah. So if it's confusing for you, because normally it's confusing for the students, then you can think of that like that. Then 2 less is like kaheksa, and üheksa is 1 less. Because it's actually the genitive form of the number here as well. Kaks, kahe, and üks, ühe.
Yeah, I had kind of thought that 2 and 1 were in there, but never connected it with 10 because I'm bad at math. Yeah, awesome. Good question, Ibrahim.
Yeah, I don't know actually how exactly it is related to 10 though, but I know that it comes from there, but I don't know the full etymology of them as well, but I know this, it has to do with 2 and 1 before 10. Yeah. But I actually had a wrong link, so I'll just quickly open it from my computer, the game that I wanted to show you. So you can solve this puzzle being there, but I'm wondering how can I send it, because I can only, or can I send here?
Yes, you can add it to the chat.
So if you close the direct messages with the little X button in the top right-ish.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. So here.
Yeah, the chat's kind of confusing.
Yeah. So now you can play the game as well. You can just try to, you can see if you remember them, but I can of course open them. Here they are again. So if you want, you can have a look at my screen, or you can just try to play them.
Or save the link for later and test yourself.
Yeah, you can do that as well. Yeah, maybe because we're a bit running maybe late.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be very quick, but so here we have also the so what you said, we can start with the question that the cat is asking, and the cat is asking, mis värv see on? So does anybody know what this question means? So this question is, are there any answers or?
So far, no.
Okay, so it's what color this is. So the cat is asking, what's the color? And there the girl is answering, saying all the time the color that she has on. So you can see, see on punane is, this is red. So punane is red. And there, well, sinine, you can see it's blue, see on sinine. Ja kollane is yellow. Ja see on roheline is green. And then we have, well, orange is actually, even though on this, in this picture, it's like basically the same than punane. Well, it's actually, orange. It should be orange. I don't know this. It's a bit weird.
I think Bennett wins the chat with the cat's colorblind.
Exactly. So, and then, and the last thing that she says, or thinks actually, is like, kassid ei näe värve, which is, and the cats cannot see colors. So that's why the cat is asking all the time what color this is. Again, I can send you... I can actually share this presentation with you, with all of you after anyway, so you will have an access to it. But you can also play a game that I can put it in the chat as well. So we have... it's a similar game. You should just like match the colors. There are some more colors here, but then you can try and learn the colors from here as well. Okay, and then maybe I'll skip this part. Oh, maybe I'll jump into the I'll jump to the weekdays. I'll skip something because we're going to be a bit... So here we have the weekdays. So again, then, the weekdays actually have to do with the ordinal numbers. You will learn that later, but first, esmaspäev, which is Monday, is like a first day, yeah? Because esimene is first. And then teisipäev is a second day, because teine is second. And then kolmapäev, here you can already recognize the number kolm, which is 3. So kolmapäev is the third day, Wednesday. And neli, like number neli or nelja is then like a fourth day, neljapäev, Thursday then. And then, well, the 3 last ones are a little bit different. So reede is Friday, ja laupäev then Saturday, ja pühapäev Sunday. Does anyone want to maybe read them or has a question concerning the weekdays? No?
Martin is wondering how you say weekend.
That's I can write it in the chat. That's actually normally the complicated word that everybody always says that it's I'll write it with the nädala. So the weekend is nädalavahetus. Nädalavahetus. So actually, literally, it means, well, nädal is a week. So vahetus is a change. So it's actually like a week change. Head nädalavahetust. Yeah. That's have a nice weekend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, I saw accidentally another question here. So yeah, päev is indeed it's a day. So it's like a first day, second day, and so on. Any more questions? Actually, this would be küsimusi. That's questions. Küsimusi. No, puhkus is a rest, like a vacation.
And then maybe you could explain the etymology of laupäev as well. I think that one was interesting.
Well, laupäev has... well, I know that reede actually comes from... it's like a German word. Like it has a German root. It's like a Freitag or Friday or Freitag in German.
Yeah, Freitag,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so this is where reede comes from. But laupäev was... I think it had a Swedish root, if I'm not wrong. But I don't remember exactly what exactly was the explanation there. There was...
I thought that it was a bath day, literally.
I can actually really quickly...
and then pühapäev is like holy day or something.
Yeah, pühapäev is a holy day. Püha is holy, or like a kind of... Oops. But laupäev, yeah, it's a Scandinavian, or yeah, like it has to do with the Swedish words lökherdager. So it comes, or like lördag. So it's basically from Swedish language. And I don't know. Oh, actually it says, yeah, it's like a washing day. Because it says like the old Icelandic, laug is washing. So yes, it does. Well, it's good to know. It's a good question now. I know myself as well. Okay, but let's... I have some objects here as well that you can have a look at if you know... Oh, can I put it again? This? Some things like some Estonian words. Like, well, lamp is very similar. Well, it's the same like in English. Yeah? Lamp. And pliiats is a pencil. Yeah, raamat, a book. And, well, mobla, or you could actually just say mobiil in Estonian, like your mobile phone. Or you can just say telefon, so, yeah. And computer is a bit different, arvuti. Ja pastakas is a pen.
Now, arvuti has something to do with numbers, if I remember correctly. But what's the origin of pastakas?
Well, it actually has to do with the thing which is inside there. It's pasta as well. It has nothing to do with the with this
the noodles,
with the pasta, with the food, but it's the blue thing is in there. It's like pasta. Yeah, it's also called like pasta, and then it comes from there, like the thing that has basically like a thing that has the blue thing in, but I don't know the word in English for this liquid which is in there. Sorry. But you can actually, I have another game for you that you can play later, but the idea of this game is, I can just show you quickly. It's that you will have 7 words here, and it's like a memory game, so you should remember the items that are passing by, and you get them with the Estonian words. Like there are some more, and then pastakas here as well, or voodi, arvuti again, or just lill, a flower. And now if you wait a little bit, you will have more of them. So now you should choose the ones you saw. But at the same time, you can learn the words as well, because you get them all with the pictures and the words. So this you can play later as well. I'll just put you the link as well in the chat. And okay, and then we have also some. So we've been reading these words. Well, I've been mostly reading them myself, but we have also some words in Estonian which are a little bit like very long, or somehow maybe sound funny. And some of them have also then these letters with the dots or some kind of waves on them. So we can try to. Well, actually, we have 4 of them, which are then the first one is. And then the second, well, you can try to pronounce, but I cannot hear you. But so the first one is the second a, the third and then u. But we can just see some examples just to say them as well. So maybe if somebody wants to pronounce apple, then that would be own. Maybe somebody wants to try and say it. Own.
Raise your hand and we'll invite you. Hey, Mohammed.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali. Hey, you're here, Mohammed. Can you unmute yourself?
We can't hear you, so you're going to have to press the unmute button.
Should be around the bottom of the screen. Aha.
There we go. Hello, Mohammed.
So apple, it's own.
Mm-hmm. Own. Yeah, good. Maybe you can stay. We can go through with you. Maybe you can pronounce them all that I have here. So then we have õlu, which is a beer. So õlu. Can you pronounce? Mm-hmm. Õlu.
Õlu.
Yeah. And then we have ice. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a little bit more open than the other, like the other one with the a, but then this is a. And then we have these words that
night.
Exactly. A night. Yeah. So that's an easy word. I have one more then. That would be yks. Yeah, number 1. Yeah, yks. And then I also have some words that now maybe somebody else wants to try to, or like.
Anna, olu, õle, õlu, õe, oye, ola.
Yeah. So this means literally then give the beer over the Ülo is a name. So Ülo's sister, which is õe, basically in this context, õie is a name, and õla is the shoulder. So basically it means give the beer over the Ülo's sister's õie's shoulder. So I can say it myself as well, but I think it's complicated for Estonians, really. So it's anna õlu üle Ülo õe õie õla. Maybe somebody else wants to try.
He left. Ian, you go.
Anna Ülo õe õie õla.
It sounds like you had the beer, Ian.
The ones with tilde over them. What was that?
It sounds like you had the beer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Nice.
And you want another one, and you want Ülo to pass over his sister's shoulder. Yeah. Okay, but we have some more, which we can combine a lot of words together in Estonian, and so this of course is not like a common sentence in that sense, but it's still funny. So it's kuu uurija tööl jäärel. So what we have here is kuu is a month, and uurijad is a researcher. So if it's like a moon, not the month. I mean, it's a month and a moon, both. Yeah. So here it's a moon researchers. In their night work. So töö is work and ö is night, as we remember. Yeah. On the ice edge. So jää is ice again, and edge is äärel, on the edge. So it's just like like a combination of a lot of vowels together. Maybe somebody wants to say that.
Anyone else want to come to the stage for tongue twisters? Okay, we got Martin.
Okay. Kuurijad tööl jäärel.
Jäärel, yeah.
Jäärel.
Yeah. And we have actually a band as well, like this jäär written all together. Actually, I can just... okay. Well, it was before. So if we write jäär together like this, it's a band name as well. So it's... we can... Yeah. So sometimes it happens, that we have to write everything together. When it's like a one concept, basically, then we write it together.
We like our vowels in Estonia, as you can see from our names, to Melisa, Riina.
Yeah. So another one is with a lot of we inside here. So that would be kas ma võin või ei või võid võtta. And so this means, because võin is can I. And then we without the N in the end would be or, but it has a double meaning. It also means a butter. So it's like, can I or I cannot take the butter. So it's just happens, that we have all the ways together. So does anybody wants to say that? Kas ma võin või ei võid võidata? Actually, I can. The next one is very similar, so maybe somebody wants to choose one of them. So the next one is kas see ei või I'm confused myself. või margarin olla.
Is there too many võis there by any chance?
Kas ei või?
Just
Või no, there is actually not. It's can this not be or be the butter margarine? Basically, that's the idea. Kas ei või margarin olla? But can it be a butter or it's a butter margarine? That's the idea. But it's Kas ei või margarin olla? So anybody wants to say this sentence or maybe the previous one?
Come on, you guys have done so well.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Takers, yeah. Tongue twister version of I can't believe it's not butter. Yes.
There we go.
Okay,
we got Ibrahim.
coming.
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kas ma võin võtta?
Oh yeah. Good. Do you want to do the second one as well? Or the last one?
Okay. Kas see margariin ole?
Yeah. Väga hea. Good. And okay, so basically now I wanted to show you as well, but basically that's all from my part. I have a quiz for you as well, but I understood that this you will do, like you will have a break for 10 minutes and you can solve a quiz with the questions that we have learned today, and also some additional questions, like general questions about Estonia as well. But before that, then I wanted to introduce you or show you a little bit my company's website as well. If you want to learn Estonian, well, that's my my company's name is Tahela. But yeah, we do different things, but like mainly we offer this language classes online, but which of course you can also take if you want to. But also if you want to learn alone, then just feel free to use the language resources that we have here. We have some videos and flashcards to learn the words or the vocabulary. And then also language games. And it's all free, so you can just, whenever you want to learn some words, and some of the games that I gave you are also here, so you can just have a look if you want to play something. We have covered like the main topics, sort of like, and yeah, you can also do some quizzes here, and so it's like more in the end, it's like already a little bit like harder. You can see that we have the simple past tense here as well, but you can just start from with the beginning if you want to. Some basic expressions as well. So I'll just put you the link in the chat as well.